to start today's lecture. I hope some of you will join. So, we have started air preheaters yesterday, and which is generally divided into two types: the recuperator and regenerative type. In the recuperative air preheaters, heat is directly transferred from the hot gases to the air across the heat exchanging surface. So, two types of recuperative and regenerative air heater we are saying. Recuperative, what is going on? Heat is generally transferred from hot gas to the air across the heat exchanging surface, which means the heat exchanging surface is directly connected to the hot gases or fumes. Means they are getting their heat from the air surrounding it. So fume shoot is that provided in that way, it cannot reach the heat exchanging device itself because it is due to this enormous heat, it can corrode the whole surface itself. They are generally tubular, although some plate type also is still in use. Mostly they are tubular, means like a tube through which the vapor is going on, and sometimes in past they are of plate type which absorbs the heat and heated the inside of a particular chamber which is filled up with the say as for steam, and they get the required heat transfer, etc. But these are obsolete process because the rate of heat transfer is not that good. Now, as a tubular means are essentially counterfoiled, right? Essentially counterflow shell, and to be heat exchange in which hot gases flow inside the vertical straight tube and the air flow outside. Baffles are provided to maximize the air contact with hot tubes. The tubes are mechanically expanded into top and bottom type shapes itself. So, the heat exchanger, the shell and tube means there should be a shell. It's a full box or container, or say a box itself, or a tube which is housing the tubes in the heat exchanger, housing a tube of heat exchanger in which hot gases flow inside the vertical straight tube, and the air flow outside, which means it is carrying for the regenerative type, recuperative type. Air is not going through. Air is not going through the tubes, but the tubes are going through the tubes, and surrounding air is surrounding the tube, and which happens like this, which is got heated from the heat of the tube itself. Now, buffers are generally provided to maximize our contact with hot tubes, and tubes are generally mechanically expanded in top and bottom tube shape. So, due to it is also taking into account the coefficient of thermal expansion, which makes the tube expand from top and bottom itself. And now, expands which can house the expansion of the tube itself. The rate of heat transfer from gas to air is given by QPH omega G CPQ TG1 minus TG2 itself. QPH omega G CP1 T2 itself, and which is equal to omega A CPA T2A2 TA1. What is omega G? It is a true gas specific weight or weight per unit volume of the gas itself, and specific capacity weight per unit volume, specific weight of the gas itself, which is in terms of calorie per minute per second. Calorie per minute means rate of heat transfer per second, and multiplied by temperature of the inside outgoing gas minus temperature of the incoming gas. Means the heat transfer, the temperature drop takes place due to heat transfer, multiplied by the specific heat, which is the heat per unit time, and per unit drop in temperature, which means multiplied by the weight of the gas, omega, or specific weight of the gas which is flowing outside. That makes the total heat flow which is being transferred to the surrounding wall, and that must be equal to the WA CPA TA2 minus TA1, which the W is specific weight of the air itself, CPA is the specific heat, and T2 is the temperature at the coming out, and minus temperature coming in. And these are equal to a constant U0 multiplied by A0 multiplied by delta T log mean. So this equation tells us that a new function, a new constant, or not exactly variable, but a constant itself, which gives us, that tells us what is the 1 by U0 A0 plus 1 by H1 AI plus 1 by HD into delta D plus XWM KW divided by KWM AIM plus 1 by H0 H0. So from here you can know U0 only when you can have the so many parameters in your hand. And what is that? HD, these are very more or less clear, but HD is the heat transfer coefficient due to deposit of the metal itself within surface in W watt per meter square with degree Kelvin. Temperature profile of the gas and air are shown in the figure in the next page itself. So what is this HD, which is here we are taking into account the heat transfer, and heat transfer is the change in length per unit length you see per square meter and per rise in Kelvin temperature. This is the watt of heat and wasted and the inside deposit of the itself. And since the gas is flowing through the tube, Wg means specific heat of the gas, N specific weight of the gas, N pi by 4 V square into Pi into Vgi. What is this? N is the number of tubes inside the furnace itself, and Gi is the inside diameter of the tube, and about say around 50 millimeter or 5 centimeter itself, rho 1 is the density of gas at the inlet of the air preheater, may be approximately altered by rho I into P divided by Ag into Pg into I. And Rg, characteristic gas constant, is equal to 0.87 kilojoule per kg degree Kelvin, which is given as where characteristic gas constant is coming here, its value is given here, and P 1.03 bar with the atmospheric pressure, Tgi inlet gas temperature, Vgi inlet gas velocity, which is about 12 to 15 meters per second. And from equation 3, we can write down N can be determined because we know the total number of tubes, because you know how much air, very much free we are going to do, supply. Diameter of the tube is known, in the atmospheric, the density of the gas inlet is also known, which is given by this formula, given as atmospheric pressure divided by existing gas constant or general gas constant multiplied by the temperature of the gas out divided by temperature of the gas outlet itself.